Wait, the
Right?
mic's here.
Right. Hey.
Check the mic. Okay, recording works. It's funny because just now I was watching YouTube. Recently watched this Amazon show. It's something like a superhero parody. So one of them make an ad for the drink Liquid Death. So I thought it's just a joke. Then I read the comment. It's actually a real company. I was like, what? It actually exists. So I was a bit like, okay, this can't be real. It's a real company, and the product is real. I was like, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, it looks like I think it looks like alcohol, but it's literally water, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
I
thought it
remember
was
this
really
trend.
like a joke. Then like, what? It's a real product, and then it's like,
Yeah.
sell your soul. Time waster 500, and the shop is like, hey, water.
Yes.
Because I saw
This
this in the video, I thought they were joking.
mm,
Like,
it's
this is like,
like how is it related to Amazon? Like you
no,
mentioned Amazon just now.
this is like Aquaman
Yeah.
advertising for the company. So I thought they're just advertising the show, but they're
Oh.
advertising the show and advertising for this. So it's like, I thought it's a joke because it's like nobody is going to design like a skull and this. Like, that's it.
Oh.
That's for me. It's like you're not gonna design the product image
Mm.
is like a skull melting and like what the hell is this?
Oh,
But
right, right.
it's a real company. I was like, what? So that
Oh.
maybe took all of my attention. So yeah,
Right.
I guess. Oh, actually, yeah. Speaking of attention, I think I actually forgot to record.
Recording in progress.
Yep. So that's that. So actually, I was halfway through my preparation, then had
Ooh.
Ichi go and press YouTube, and that was what happened. So actually, when we talk about customer research, we need to ask what is the bliss state. Okay. So here today, you guys can see me do two things at one time. One is how to conduct market research. Number two is how to ask questions to help people uncover. No, you don't do this for clients that are small clients. You do this for bigger clients, right?
Yes.
Because small clients, I almost want to say this: if they never did it themselves, don't do it for them. Because if people think it's important, market research and getting testimonials, doing this type of interview, if they think it's important, they would have done it already. So I almost want to come up with a new rule, like if we help a client, they haven't done that thing before, uh, we probably don't want to help them to do it. Try to help them improve on what they are doing. Then we will have a much happier life. So I'm still trying to refine that, but okay, here, so you go. What's your help? Yeah. Okay. I specifically chose these words. So what is your fear? Okay. So what is your what you trying to avoid? Okay. So this is where if they do not take action, what is going to happen? That will really make them take action. This is what we're trying to ask. But you can't ask it this way. Okay, so you can see how I try to ask questions. So I'm teaching your copywriting, I'm teaching your closing, I'm teaching your market research 3 in 1. If you know how to observe, you'll get all three. Okay, so dream state, trying. Maybe another question is, what have you tried before? Second question to this is why. What changed after you did that? Then ask the reason But why still having this topic? Really, how long? So obviously this cannot be the first question. Because first you need to know what are they trying to solve. Okay. So what is your 3-1? Okay. What are you trying to solve? Okay. So you can use this question for your copywriting. If let's say they approach you for email or landing page or whatever it is, ask them, what are you trying to solve? Then they'll say, yeah, I mean, I already messaged you. In the message, I already said it's email. They say, yes, I know you are looking to solve email, but why do you think it's email? Right? Why isn't it like landing page or what? Have you actually had that? Because most prospects haven't checked what exactly they need. They don't know all of this. Okay. Well, this is where we cannot just listen. Oh, you want email? Then yes, I'm the person for you. You have to be skeptical and turn them away. Actually, I have a video for this. Well, maybe you can later send me the link. I haven't sent Anastasia the link just now. The crystal turn people away. Then is it try too hard? That link. Yeah. So just type in chat so I can share with her. That's important actually. So we want to, like most of our closing calls actually should be disqualifying calls, where we want to tell the other person, actually, we are probably not a good fit, but I'm willing to hear why we are. Instead of trying to get people to close as many people as possible, actually, that's not the goal. That much I can tell you. The goal is to close 25%. If you're closing 50%, you're closing too many. Okay, if you're closing, what happens if your closing rate is too high? Either your price is too low or you are not qualifying hard enough. It can't be so high. Actually, if it's so high, you have to go and check what is wrong. If it's 10%, it's actually fine. 10 to 25, maybe 30% is okay. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
in my case, is they are not ready. Like they're not really ready.
Good.
They don't know what to do and they're not ready.
Good.
So sometimes, it just end up like that because they realize that they're not ready.
Okay, this is a good question. You speak to people who are not ready. So when you say they're not ready, just to make sure I'm hearing the same thing. Now, this is where when we listen, we need to know how to listen. So I'll share with you guys how I listen today. When you say not ready can mean many things to different people, correct? Not ready can mean different things. So is it coming from the prospect or is this coming from what is the word they use that you feel they're not ready?
Yeah, usually it's the same among them because I encountered many clients like this. For example, they ask for landing page. So they want me to write a brand statement for them. But when I look at their brief, it just, for me, I was thinking like there's not core. For example, it's a cosmetics things. And I asked him, what is your core belief? Like, it means like, because I saw it's the same as the others. Like it's the same. It can make you acne disappear and that. But nothing. What it make them different? The products and the others. So I cannot really write. Like when I want to, I cannot write for basically I cannot write because they just don't give me. They're not clear about what they're going to do. They're the brand statement. What are they going? They're just telling that the product is really good. But
I can tell you what they need, but it's probably not what you're selling. The prospect would have that situation. Actually, they need to go and learn brand strategy. It's probably not something we are here to sell. It's probably not This you don't learn this from dialogue.
Yeah, for well, basically they want me to write things for them to sell their products. They
I
just want
understand.
to make
That
these things
is
to capture the customers.
yes.
But I cannot capture.
That's what they need. That's what they want. What they need is a few things, including brand strategy. Brand strategy is now why I say that is because
Yeah,
they use this word, or was this word from you?
yeah, brand statement.
From
They
them
they
or
want
from
me to they want to me to compile a brand statement for their, for their, they say the research, they have the target markets, they
Mhm.
have this, and they have the ingredients, they're selling that
Okay.
their cosmetic is the best among
Okay.
all
Okay.
because this and that. But I was like, I basically I cannot write what, I cannot register
Mm-hmm.
what they want to do with the products,
Yep. Because there's one step missing.
so
The
it's
step
a
miss.
bit fake. And then suddenly I do consult, and then they realize that they missed a lot of things. For example, they're not really strong with their brand and this and that. But the thing is, after that they just disappeared.
Yes, they disappear because they do not see you as the person who is here to solve their brand strategy. And frankly, it's not our job. So this is
Yeah,
why
that's
usually I charge people to speak because I can find out, hey, actually, you need this, and I'm probably not the person that you need because in the whole marketing field there are so many different things. It's very unlikely the thing that they need. Sorry, it's exactly yeah. It's very unlikely the thing they need is actually the thing they want. That's like maybe 10% chance. Most of the time the answer is no. Yeah. So now the only reason why I say they need brand strategy is because they are at a awareness level slightly higher than the people that uh, normal copywriters will approach. Normal companies, they do not use these type of words. So the fact that they use these type of words show me they have more awareness. Um, and if they can ask this question, they probably are looking for somebody like doing brand strategy. Happen to be under one of the service that the future offers, their students offer. It's not something that they're not covers at all, right? So we have to be very confident in declining this because it will be very hard for you to write copy for their products if they do not have the brand strategy, the brand guidelines, all of those. And it's not your job, to be honest.
yeah. And then my thinking is like, I can help. I said that I can help you, but the thing is like, if I can just like write, but the thing is it won't make any impact, I'm sure
Yep.
of it. Like it won't get any sales, but then I'm afraid that
Did you
they blame me.
communicate? Did you communicate this part with them? Actually, I can help you, but you will need your brand guidelines. You need to do a brand strategy. You can come to me after you do that.
Oh.
Yeah. That when you say this, and this is where it will tie into the video very nicely, which Bo has so kindly shared in the chat. I'll just send you just in case I forget. Haha. So most freelancers, most salespeople, most business people, they push too much. Hey, buy my stuff, I'm the right person for you. Where else we are saying in HTC and in all the video that we share is like we want to decline because humans tend to do the opposite. When you decline, we're not a good fit, you're actually closer to uh, attracting the right person because what we want to do is want to attract the right person to work with. No point you're closing 10 out of 10 clients and they are all clients from hell. That's not the objective. So the goal here is to be closer to achieving our dream. The bliss state is to have good clients which allow you to do the work that you like to do and pay you what you want. At least that's what I imagine. The goal here is not to close more people, but the question that we usually get is we want to close more. So just for this very specific situation, it's where you show them if they want a brand statement, and if this is the area that you want to focus on in your career, the copywriting. I'm here to write brand statement, write all of this. Then you have to show them a roadmap. Okay, just to give you a okay, it's probably not here. I have to log in. Yeah, it's probably not here. I have to log in, but you want to show your customers when is it the time for you to work on them? Okay, I give a medical example. If let's say somebody got brain tumor. Okay, somebody got brain tumor. If they go to the family doctor, they go to the normal clinic. What is the doctor going to do?
Examine the
Yes, you examine and
general checkup.
yes, a general checkup. Yes, correct. Then what is the doctor going to? What conclusion? What is the result of that checkup?
You need to go to the expert,
Now, why do
to the
doctors do that?
specialist,
Now, why do doctors do that?
because he's not the tumor doctor.
Yes, because this situation is not for me to handle. Same thing. Once the patient, after meeting this doctor, they go to the brain specialist. What is the brain specialist going to do?
Just to do the brain,
I know the
just to
brain specialist
surgery the brain.
will still do check just to make sure. They will still do check. They will still check. Okay, the brain specialist will say, hey, I read the letter from the previous doctor, but just to be sure, let's do some tests before I do anything. Okay, so let's say during this test, it found out actually it's not the brain, it's the ear. So now what's going to happen again?
Go to the ear doctor.
Yes. Brain and ear, not that big difference. Sometimes the symptoms can be the same. Now, why don't the brain doctor, I have brain, I can do. Ear, piece of cake. Why that doesn't happen?
No, it's not their special. It's
Yeah.
not his specialist.
Okay. So what are they doing that we are not doing? What are the doctors doing but we are not doing? What can we learn from this?
To know where the brain doctor is.
Okay, so each doctor have their own area to work, correct? I don't do your work, you don't do my work. But for some reason, freelancers, we try to do everything, including me. Okay, I'm guilty of this. We try to do everything. So this is our something we can learn from doctor. We tell them, hey, okay, I'll just use paintbrush, easy. Okay.
But sometimes I just don't know as well, like what is the flow to get it into me at the end, like I try to explain to them,
Good question.
but then every people got different cases as well. For example, the one that asking for emails, for examples, and then I asked them, have you got the landing page or the website? And so I'm not ready for the website. So why am I going to give you the emails if you're not ready with the...
Yes. Now, if you find this is a recurring thing, it means we haven't did our best to show them, hey, actually to solve this thing, there is 4 phases. My area is step 3. You want to see me, you have to see step 1 first. Okay, this will be the clinic. Okay, then there will be step 2. Then only you come and see me. Or maybe you are step me. Actually, for examples, the best is you have 3 things. Okay, there's always phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Then you let them know very, very clear. This is my area of expertise. I'll just share what I do. I'll teach you guys how to do this. Just showing you. Okay. So to do all of this, now where does all of this sit? So I can tell them, hey, for you to get the result you want, you need 3 things. The order doesn't matter, but you need these 3 things. My area of expertise is finding you the right target audience. Crafting the ad, designing the ad, frankly, you don't want me to do that for you. It's not going to look very nice. Okay? You better have a graphic designer or ad designer. If you don't have, I can recommend somebody for you. Okay? You also need a landing page. Okay? Because I can select the targeting in Facebook ads, I can do a nice ad for you. Sorry, the graphic designer can do a nice ad for you, but if the landing page isn't well written, it's not going to convert. So I tell, in my case, actually, I can do all three, but it's actually better to tell people what you specialize in. And you ask them, do you have anybody in this area? Now, when you say that, what are you actually telling the prospect? You're really, really a specialist. And this is human bias. Okay, this is a bit psychology, human bias. We believe if somebody is a specialist, they are going to do a better job. It's a bias, means it might not be true. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it's not true. But human bias, if somebody does a bit of everything, we assume they're not so good. So how can we use this to our advantage? Copywriting or all of these things, there are so many type of medium, there's so many type of things. You tell people what you specialize in, and you go and network with a few person. And then you say what I just mentioned. Hey, actually it involves three things. I focus on this. Do you have somebody within your team for this? When you say this, actually you're qualifying them. If they don't already have this, that without me asking the question, hey, how long have you been doing business? How much is your revenue? If they give me the answer, oh, I don't have anybody doing this, I don't have anybody doing this, I know you're 6-7 figure at most, then I know it's not going to be a super good client. That itself is a red flag. Then I know I should be disqualifying this person. Because if a company is good, can do 8-9 figures, they're probably good in marketing. You can't suck at marketing and reach 8 figures, 9 figures. Okay, especially if they are doing their company doing online courses. But you don't get to that stage without understanding the customer, have a sales team, have a proven sales process. You don't get that. They're not going to get that. Okay, if you're selling physical products or whatever, okay, maybe, but they're not going to make a lot of money. If it's physical products, then I want 9 figures. Now, if I'm starting 7 figures, it's okay, but there will be different ways to approach them. But have something. Now, you don't need to design it like me, but have something to show them that, hey, actually, this is my area of specialty. Last time, everybody approached me because they want to have ads that are profitable. So the first thing I show them is, for your ad to be profitable, you need all of these three things. Now, last time, because I don't know what I know today, last time I said I can do all three. Okay, last time I said, but today I know that's a mistake. I'm supposed to say, actually I specialize in this. And actually that is my specialty. That is what I can do very well. To design an ad, frankly, you should get a graphic designer who specializes in designing ads. Not a graphic designer that specializes in doing logo. If they say, oh yeah, I have a graphic designer, have they designed your ad? No, they designed my company logo. Oh, then you don't really have one. Is that the case? And they should have somebody to build a landing page. Now, the agency that I work with, they have all of this. They have graphic designer, they have funnel builder, they have the web page designer, they have all of this. I just come in, I just do this. That's it. So I do less work, I get paid more. I go to the company, my client, 7-figure business, 6-7-figure business, I have to do everything. This is the difference. And this is why all those courses you learn copywriting from, they keep telling you to specialize. This is why the advice come from. Because they are working with 9-10-figure business, they tell you to specialize, they tell you to get so good with doing that one thing. But if that's correct, if you're working with very established business or agencies or digital marketing agency, if you're working with smaller clients, 6-7 figures, especially 6 figures, now if I'm you, I will try not to work with 6 figures, but everybody is different, the situation. Ideally, let's start with 7 figures. 7 figures, why? Because they can actually afford to pay you well. You can do the same work for 6 and 7 figures. 6-figure business owner cannot pay you. Not well anyway, especially under 500,000 a year. Those people should be buying from Fiverr, seriously. Buy from Fiverr, buy $10-$50 per landing page or whatever. These are not people who can afford. And even if you do the best thing for everything, they can't close you do all of these things for them, you write the email for them to get on a phone call, they still can't close one-on-one. And it's not your fault, it's their fault. So you can do the same work, but if you work for the wrong person, you're not going to make any money. Honestly. So now, knowing what I know, I'll say no to more people. Okay, so have something like this. If this, I mean, frankly, this is too much work, if you ask me. This is too much work. Knowing what I know today, okay, if you come for me for Facebook ads or Google ads, I'll say, okay, you need 3 things. You need to show the ads to the right person. You need an attractive ad, and you need a landing page for people to take action. All of these 3 has to be there. Now, I specialize in step number 1. Like previously, have you worked with people who specialize in this? Else, I'll introduce you to some people, and it's not going to be done in 30 days, because how many steps we need? We need 3 days. 1 step, 30 days is going to 3 steps are going to be 90 days, and you have to be okay with that, because we're going to spend some money on Facebook ads. You don't want us to roll this out. You don't want us to rush this. Okay, now 90 days frankly is a bit long. Okay, 30 days actually is okay, it's a bit rushed, but still doable. But when you say 90 days, they'll be like, 90 days, can it be done in 60? Then like, yeah, actually, maybe I don't know about the other 2 people, but for me, 30 days, I can get this done. But you have to be very sure on the other 2 person. If you want me to talk with my contacts, I know they are busy, so I have to put 90 days. Okay, you also have to tell them your contacts are busy, means all of you are in demand. Okay, so this is how we show some contacts. Okay, so D, do I answer the question that they don't know when to approach you too early? Okay, you show them this. Okay, you show them this, and you tell them, once you have this and this done, speak to me. You show them this, chances of them coming back is higher. I'm not guaranteeing they will come back. Chances of them coming back is higher. Now, if they come here and they're like, actually, I don't have all of this, but they are 8-9 figure business, then you say, hey, if you don't mind waiting, actually, I can build the whole team for you, but it's going to take a long time and it's going to cost you, because my friends all charge around the same rate with me. So you're not going to get somebody who is a media buyer who charge 5,000, this one charge $50. It can't be that big difference. It's going to be around there. This is 5K, this is probably around 5K. And this is also 5K. And when you show them this, what are we telling them? If let's say it's a 6-figure business owner, they hear this, they were like, I don't know digital marketing needs so much work. Yeah, wait till I show you this. They're like, actually, I don't know so much work just to do one damn ad, because chances are now why do they say they want to do Facebook ad or email or whatever you're doing? They probably saw some YouTube video or attended some fake guru digital marketing course to go and tell them to go and do this. But they didn't tell them enough, or they didn't give them contacts. So they come here, they try to do it themselves. The fake or real guru probably go and sell them some course for $5,000, $10,000. They're like, I don't want to pay for this course. Then they try to do it themselves. Very high chance you're talking to this type of people if you're on Fiverr and Upwork. So be careful. Not saying don't sell to them, but there will come a time you don't want to sell to them. Like for me now, then I'm like, nope. Okay, so that's a long way of answering the question. Okay, But prospect not ready, this is where we give context. We show them context. When is this the right time to do it? Keyword is when, not what to do, when to do. Most people will tell you what to do. Very few people can tell you when, or what you need to do before and after this. When is the right time for us to talk? Very few people will tell that, less than 10%, because most people are not comfortable saying no to the customer. You can do that, you are the top. At least 10%, and you'll be charging accordingly. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so I helped you, now you help me out. So what are you trying to solve besides the prospect not ready? What are the common type of nonsense that you get? What are the common things that the prospect tell you and you're like, shit, I don't know how to answer this? You're muted. Haha.
Well, in my case, they ask for hourly instead of like a project, because for me, hourly, it's impossible for me to build in hourly.
Thanks for
But if
raising
it's in a
this.
project, I'm more dedicated. I'm more,
Thanks
But
for mentioning this.
sometimes they just don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Sorry?
What I said thank you for mentioning this, because if you don't mention this, I won't even think about this. Okay. So if
Because that
somebody,
just what happened. But the thing is, like, they just don't want to listen. It's just like, well,
which is why I say
because I'm doing it. Yeah.
we should be
Sorry?
disqualifying more people. Okay.
My God.
Let
So
me show
like
you. Let me show you.
every client disqualified.
If you are okay, if that's your what you're facing, everybody is asking this type of question, you're selling at the wrong place. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know about your environment. I'm just saying for my country. Okay, this is why I insult my country a little. Sorry, I don't go out a lot, so I can only use what I know. So in my country, a lot of them, they like to buy the fish and vegetables from night market. Are you familiar with this? Okay.
Yes.
So for me, I never bought any fruits. Okay, I never bought groceries from night market. I always buy it from, okay, I buy it from, what is this called? Supermarket. Whatever this is. Okay, so I was so confused why people buy from here. Number one, so many people, I hate so many people. It's too crowded for me, so noisy, smelly. I really don't like it. And this is before COVID, I'm already like that. All right, so nothing to do with I scared I get COVID or whatever. I just don't like it. It's too crowded, too many people, too noisy. I really don't like it, and there's no air conditioning. It's very important for me. So I asked my friends, like, why are you guys buying from here? Because they like to buy from here. Or they say cheap. They're like, okay. Besides that, oh, I get to choose. I said, you can still choose here. Okay. So you can sell the same thing, but if you're selling at a night market, you're not going to sell at a very high price compared to here. Same orange, same apple, appear here, automatically the price will be lower. Even if it's the same apple, same everything, you put it at a higher price, people are not going to buy. Why? Because all the wrong people, if you're going to sell a high price, all the wrong people come to this place. Your customers are not here. Okay, so how can we use that for freelancing? If you are selling on Fiverr or other freelancing platform, chances of very sophisticated clients going there, not say they aren't, less. Fiverr tend to attract a lot of newcomers. Okay, I don't know Upwork because I'm not active on Upwork. I'm just saying for Fiverr because that's what I tried last time. Fiverr, if you are lucky, okay. Anastasia, let me know if you are familiar with this diagram because I use this to explain very often. Are you familiar with this diagram? Okay. So here and here, and that's the average. Okay, so let's say the red people are clients from super hell. Okay, blue are actually nice people. There are some on Fiverr because I did met a few. Yeah, there are some clients which are quite nice, friendly, paying you on time, give you tips. I've been paid tips. In some cases, the work I charge is $10. They pay me $50 or $70 tips. The tips is multiple what I asked for. I've received that. So it's not like all assholes go to Fiverr and buy. No. That being said, the percentage is very low. If you ask me the number before 2020, if you ask me before 2020, I'll say maybe 10%, maybe 5%, 5 to 10%. Now, after 2020, because everybody is forced to hire, okay, so what changed in 2020? All the lockdown. Anybody who needs something done is forced to hire remotely. It's not the best place. It used to be the better people who are better at communication, better at managing people. They'll go to Fiverr. Because they are good at managing people, they have more choices. So they can hire people like me. I used to work as a virtual assistant, just for you guys to know, on Fiverr. So back then, I can get quite nice people. So I was on Fiverr like 2015 until 20. I was on Fiverr for so many years. So it's not like they are not good people here. But I realized after 2020 is almost I didn't meet one. And even if I meet one, my rate is too high for them. So yeah, it didn't work for me. So on Fiverr, you can get a few of this, but majority isn't so okay. And there's 10% which is absolute hell. God, if you get one of these people, then you're very unlucky. If that's your first client and you're like, oh my God, this freelancing thing is worse than working at a full-time job. Then you come and say that. Okay. So that's my opinion on Fiverr. Now I haven't tried other places. Now, how does this relate to hourly? Because of the platform, most people who go to or forced to use Fiverr are not very big spenders. Okay, which is why they use words like hourly. Okay, when somebody is saying the word hourly, what now I'm sharing with you listening skills. Just now it's a bit about this some strategy, if you want to call it that way. Now, what do people say when they are saying hourly? Let's train you guys on listening skill. When the prospect say they want to pay hourly, what are they actually saying?
Actually, I've already told her. She actually asked me how much the rate for an ebook, for making an ebook, and I give her the rate,
Okay.
like a package. Like this is what you will deliver. This is like 12,000 words for an ebook, for example, and this is the rate.
Mm-hmm.
But then she seems like not listening to me, just like putting in in hourly. But I just
Yep.
I want to ask more.
When people insist on using or on paying by the hour, what are they actually saying?
Yeah, I already told them, like, if you charge me in hourly, it will be more expensive than if you charge me in a package. I already like offer her like that, but then she didn't say anything, and then
Yeah.
the
But
hourly clock
why
is ticking.
But why people prefer to use that way? What are they saying?
I have no idea actually.
Bob,
I've already offered the cheaper one, you know.
Bob, what are they saying when somebody want to pay hourly?
They don't care about what you do. They
Ah,
don't value your service, maybe.
don't.
Ah.
Okay, so it is.
Really? No, I want to ask Bor. Bor, can I ask you? Well,
Yeah, sure.
because in my hourly in Upwork at the moment, because I'm doing it, it says maximum 5 hours in a week.
Hmm.
So I cannot really work only 5 hours in a week, you know, for making like 12,000 words
Yeah.
or 15,000 words. You know, I need more
Yes,
times.
yes.
But I just wondering if I do more, for example, like I do 10 hours, will
Hmm.
that be they count it as 10 hours or just maximum 5 hours? I just want to know that
Yeah,
because I don't know.
Yeah, because the contract says like there's a maximum 5
5 hours.
hours,
I've
meaning
already done
that
that.
if you go beyond that, it's not billed, right?
Ah,
Yeah, so it's important to negotiate with the client,
what
like
platform is this again?
Upwork.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, there's a maximum hour per week. So you just have to negotiate with the client because there's a cap. And when you almost reach a cap, you just need to have another negotiating session. Like it's impossible to do all of that. Like yeah, I mean that's the problem with hourly. So that's why I just move on from hourly from that onwards. But I understand that Anastasia maybe she just needs to get started, right? I mean, the advice here is important for us to like take it to the next level, but she really needs to get started, right? So yeah.
Like, okay, if that's the case, then my impression towards Upwork just lowered a little. Because if they have this option, they are going to attract people who like to pay for hourly. So when somebody says I want to pay for the hour, what are they saying? Okay, number one is they value actually no. The quality or the result isn't that important. Okay. It's less important than the cost. That's what I wanted to write. I value paying less over the quality. So these are the people who really cannot tell the difference between chicken shit and chicken salad. Really cannot differentiate. Else, this will not will not even the fact that you need to convince them, and from today onwards, write it on your wall, put it in front of your computer or whatever. I am not going to convince people. If you're doing that, you're working too hard. You're trying too hard. Not our job. If people say they want to pay hourly, I'll say thank you very much. Here's Fiverr or here's Upwork. Go and bother those people. Don't come waste my time. Get lost. Because this is the now. If you hire somebody, what is the least risky way to hire for a bigger project? Is by paying by hour or paying per. If you can throw paper word here. These are words that people who don't value the result or they don't see the connection between this when done well. If the email is well, they don't know it will increase their revenue. And I say it's not our job to tell them. Because nobody who is good in business will operate this way. So they have disqualified themselves, and you have to thank them. Thank you for not wasting my time. Else later I have to go get on a Zoom call with you, waste my time. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have to actively look for ways to disqualify them. If they talk to me per word, see my mood. If I'm in a very generous mood, I'll ask, does it matter if the words, like, does it matter the length? If I can get you more leads or more customers or more sales? They're like, yeah, probably. But if the longer one have performed better, then they are doing second thing, which is wrong. They are trying to tell the doctor, later when you operate me, You make sure you operate the when you cut, you have to cut. You say you want to cut 10 cm. Can you cut 12 cm? I scared later you're not enough room to work. You don't talk like this to a doctor, right? You don't talk to this with a specialist who does this for a living, who knows more than you. You don't can't argue. You do this, then congratulations. I have one rule: I don't work with stupid people. They just broke that, then get up. My list today quite long. The people I don't work with. your list will grow. Don't worry. And believe me, the longer your list, the higher your price. But you need to fix your prospecting. You need to fix your prospecting. So fishing at the wrong pond or pitching on the wrong platform or whatever, that is a prospecting skill that needs to be fixed. So if they go for deliverable, I'm still okay. To be honest, I'm still okay. If they want to pay per email or pay per what, I'm still okay. But the people that ideally you want to be speaking to is they are commission basis. But that being said, these people they don't exist on Fiverr. At least I haven't met any. I've met two. So many years. I've met two. They come with me on the angle that, hey, I'm currently making this amount. I'm looking to grow it to this. If we can reach there, this is your basic pay. Once we reach there, this is how much we pay you. 7 years only got two clients like this. Very low percentage, less than 1%. Okay, so not saying these people don't exist. Very seldom. But if you get somebody like this, yep, these are you're very lucky, or you did something right. Okay, so maybe at your stage, this is still within consideration. This is not within consideration. Okay, but per word is like a red flag for me nowadays. I really okay. So when somebody says hourly, or they want to pay per word or whatever, what are they trying to say is, I want to control how much I'm spending. I don't want to take on any risk at all. Business is all about risk taking. They can't take risk, they shouldn't be running a business. Okay, if a freelancer is taking more risk, appetite is bigger than the business owner, this relationship is not going to work. Freelancers tend to be more play safe kind of people. The business owner should be the risky person, should be the risk taker. Else, this is not going to be a lasting relationship. And I can tell you frankly, if the business owner risk appetite is small, the business don't have any future anyway. They will stop growing. So don't waste time on these people. It's okay if you want a temporary job or you want some work, but I won't persuade people like that at all. And I'll say you probably don't want to. Okay, else you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard, you keep trying to sell yourself, sounds too needy. Trying to sell yourself to the wrong people is something that you really don't want to do, no matter what is the stage. Especially for both of you had some sales in the past, have some clients in the past, then this is not something you want to do, right? So if they say hourly, oh, okay. This is what I had imagined in my head is bad clients. This is even worse. So this is actually beyond my imagination. So once again, thank you for bringing this up, because I really, if it were for me, I wouldn't think of this. I haven't met these people for quite some time. Okay, what other people we are trying to avoid here? What type of people give you headache? Or it makes you want to pull your hair?
I think Anastasia previously asked me a question. Like, there are a lot of people on Upwork who are asking for certification, qualification. So maybe that concerns
Ask
Anastasia.
for certification. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, 7 years. 7 years nobody asked me for a certification until today. I never met until now, even when I have no experience. So okay, let's see what are they actually asking. Is this a good question?
It's actually, I believe, it's actually a templatized question that Upwork provides.
Oh,
So
that's important. That's important information.
yeah, because
Okay.
there's a lot of repeating
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So it's not as bad as I imagined, because if they saw it, they were like, yeah, might as well ask. Okay, that it's not that bad. If they come up with it themselves, then that's a different story. Okay, those who are asking for certification, let's see what is your listening skill. What are they actually asking? Assuming they type this themselves. Assuming they type this themselves, what are they actually asking? Or what are they actually telling you?
Probably is certainty.
Okay, but that's a very,
I
very
think I
high
think they
level
want to
answer.
know if
Yes.
I think they want to know if you're expert, like professional.
That's exactly what they're asking. I want to know if you are good, but I don't know how to tell if you are good. That's what they're saying. But they are not going to say, I don't know how to evaluate you. Can you tell me how good you are? Okay, it's not a very good question, to be honest. So a person who is super good will not ask this. A person who is super good will read your testimonials or do some background research about you on your website or social media before they speak this. Okay, so these are questions that maybe not the best people will ask. Yeah, it's like the two person who I work on for Fiverr, they never ask me about certification. Seriously, never. Everybody who I work with, nobody asked me this question before. Seriously, nobody care. They did, a few did ask if you can write good English, native English. A few of them did ask that, and for those who asked, then I just declined. That was me. For those who asked, because okay, and to be honest, at that time, what I'm thinking and what I'm thinking now is different. But at that time, I'm like, okay, I don't want to bother to deal with this. I don't want to have the feeling of insecurity all the time when I'm working. So I should have declined. So that was what I thought last time. So happened to be a right decision, because if you are looking to charge high prices, the emphasis should 100% not be on you, not on the business owner, but on the business owner's customer. What is the best way for us to deliver the best result for the customer? It shouldn't be about making the business owner look good. So some of them, especially if their product is about marketing and sales, for some reason they think you need to be an English major, or you need to take 3 years English course from whatever college or whatever. Then I know, okay, this is not the person I want to work with, because the emphasis is too much on themselves. Oh, there's a word for it. It's called narcissistic. I'm not going to work with people like that. Okay, so once again, people filter themselves. The emphasis should always be on the customer. How can we help the customer to get the best results? How can we help the customers to get into our program so we can help them? If it's good English that attracts, it's okay. If it's bad English that attracts, sometimes people feel it's more conversational. And actually, today while I was scrolling social media, I saw this post. Copywriting is about writing the way you speak. And I learned this from many, many trainers by now. The best way to communicate with other people is not using formal language, is to speak like a human. So able to write native English sometimes is almost a handicap. Sometimes, not always, all right? Sometimes it's a handicap. We want to be able to speak in the person's, in that influences, in that business tone. One tip I got from other HICC students is, because they were writing for Danlog. They were writing for Danlog. They asked me, if you really need to write for Danlog, go and watch all his videos until you know what he's going to say. And he says it the way you write it, then you know you're good. I actually met one of he was writing for them. He said it's very funny because he said when he watched the videos, before Sifu says whatever, he already know what Sifu's gonna say. I'm like, okay, wow, you really nailed the voice. That's excellent. No wonder he was paid to write. Yeah, so there are such yeah. Okay, so actually I think I got some information I need here. What I'm trying to solve is almost 10, so I'll just try to rush this. So what is the ultimate dream? What would you, if you're going to take a course, what is the outcome of the course? What needs to happen for you to say, okay, it's worth my time, it's worth my money? What needs to happen? What type of transformation needs to happen?
Retainer, like as long as got very certain retainer.
Monthly retainer. How much are we talking about? Okay. Monthly retainer. First is how many clients who are paying you this, and
Just three is the max.
Where did you get this number?
I don't know. It's just like because when I work for more than 3 clients, suddenly I feel like overwhelmed. I cannot work.
Okay, I only asked because this is number Gerald gave. I had at one time 8. So maybe I'm a bit crazy, all right? And I am a bit crazy.
No, because I got situation before even more than 3. Suddenly I cannot work, and then I mean I can work, but I
Yes.
don't have life. I
Step-
have work, but I don't have life.
Okay, that doesn't apply to
I'm in
me
the UK.
because I work all the time. So I realized 7, 8 that time. That 1 month I was like going crazy. Okay, but I didn't know the number was actually so much lower. So I'm like, okay, maybe 5 works for me. But for anyone who is not crazy, maybe 3. Because this is a few times I heard this number. So I'm happy that it comes from you as well. How much per month? How much retainer are we talking about?
1 client 4,000 is fine.
4,000.
4
Okay.
per client.
So basically 3 times this.
It's okay for me at the moment.
So this is where you want to reach.
I want to reach that. Yeah.
Okay. So what have you tried in the past? Wait, where is that? What do you think is stopping you from reaching that?
Nobody wants to pay that amount.
No, not really. There are people paying that.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, that they are really budget concerned. Yeah,
You're fishing in the wrong pond.
I think so. Yeah.
I can already tell you that. If you're looking for this
Yeah.
amount,
Actually, the one that gave me 2,000 once, just like that, without even thinking, it just she told me like, do you want me to do this outside of work or inside? I said outside. Then I just have taking the risk that it's going to be a scam, but I just take the risk, because at that because at that time, the payment, how to do the payment, I mean, if you're in the platform, you don't have to think, but if you are outside, you need to really careful that they're going to pay you.
Okay.
And a lot of things that they need, they want me to sign as well,
Yeah, they more established people usually ask you to sign NDA.
Yeah, and then, but the thing is, like, at that moment, they already know me in terms of I've already worked for them.
Yes, that's the only
in Upwork.
situation where I'll encourage that.
Yeah.
Because now I can tell if people are scamming me, but if somebody is inexperienced, I can understand why people get scammed, you see. Because I have a few ways to detect if people, I mean, I'm very sensitive to red flags. So have I met prospects that with that amount of budget? Yeah. Okay. Besides that, what is stopping you from achieving 4,000 clients?
There are not enough leads coming in, like literally no one to talk to. So yeah, that's a problem, right?
Okay, so I'm trying to use your words as much as possible. I have no leads to talk to.
What does that mean? No leads to talk to.
Something like if you let's say I sent like 10 Upwork proposals, there's no results coming in. Yeah, nothing, no one replied me or something like
But that's
that.
actually what is very different in my head. I thought you don't have anybody that you can hop on a call.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that also what I'm facing if I'm doing cold email, right? But I haven't done that. I haven't started that yet. Yeah.
Okay. Besides that, what's stopping you from achieving your dream?
Finding clients.
Okay. Which part of the finding clients?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, where are they? You know, like where are they? You know, like
Okay. Don't know
like
how
where so
to
far I
locate.
got them from I got them from Upwork. You know, like well, I know it needs prospect, but I don't know which pond that I need to go to.
Okay. Fair question.
It's
Probably
hard.
another
Yep.
thing is courage.
Huh?
The courage, the courage. Like,
Yes.
am I going able to do this? You know, it's like that. Sometimes I have that, even though at the end I can make it, but you know, like at first there's that kind of questions.
Okay. Actually,
It's
this is
hard to
actually
prove.
this is the biggest thing, if you ask me.
Oh.
This is probably the biggest thing. If I were to rate among all of this is probably number one. The how to or whatever, I can just give you a short answer. Then you will still not do it. Then the next week we come here, then this will be the thing. Oh, I know where to find, but I lack the confidence.
Makes
It's
sense.
especially true for those who had not got their first retainer. If you have been paid for retainer, your confidence will be higher. This will be less of an issue, but it will still be a top issue. Maybe not number one. Okay. Besides this,
I think I have a similar one,
mm-hmm.
which is something like it's hard to prove ourselves to clients.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't know how to prove to prospect. Okay.
Like how can we convince them that we're an expert, right? Because this is exactly what happened when they ask for
Certification.
certifications, qualifications. Yes. Yeah.
This worked for me so far.
Right.
Say you want a landing page, then I teach them how
Mhm.
to evaluate their landing page. Basically, I tell them, can you tell me what's the reason you suck? And they'll tell me, oh, actually, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. Then I'm like, yep. Now you don't even need my help. You can go and hire. Hey, wait, I need your help. Oh, okay. Seriously, that's what I did. Yeah. I usually the first call I get on, I take a look at their stuff before I get on the call. Then when I get on the call, I say, hey, instead of me reviewing your ad or your landing page, can I teach you how to do it? So the next time when you have your own things, you know if it's good. Before you launch your ad, before you pay for your ads, you know it's good or not. Would you want to know? They'll be like, yes. Everybody tell me yes. Okay, here we go. Let's have fun. Then they will see, oh shit, out of 10, I have what? 1, 2, 3 out of 10. In some cases, the thing is missing. There's no guarantee. Of course, there's a call to action, okay? Else they will be weird. There's no guarantee. There's no this, there's no that. Yeah. So this, okay, this is something you probably also can write on the wall when you want to improve your closing. By the time the prospect asks you the question, it's too late to answer. By the time they ask, you answer, it's too late already. So you have to think to yourself, what can I do so that don't even come up. We call it blocking objections. It's actually a book. You can go and buy it from Victor Antonio. It's called Blocking Objections. I bring it even further. I give you an example of blocking objections. If you don't want them to ask, why the price is so high? So instead of them asking, because by the time they ask, too late. You want to, during your presentation, if you're doing B2B, that's why he said during presentation. Now I understand my rates are higher than others, and this is why. Then you show them your process. I do this, I do this, I do this. Why I do this is because this, okay, a lot of your prospect will probably ask, why need to do research? Or why need to spend so much time on research? Then you show them, in the past project, I did research, I discovered this. And when I implemented the information from this research, this is what happened. That's why I charge more. Yeah. You have a problem with that? Please let me know. Then we can end the call now. If you want to be a bit more cocky. This is why I noticed my prices are higher. And this is why. Yeah. By the time they ask you the question, it's too late. So if you're doing your job well, the only question they will be asking is how do I start? How soon can we start? That question is okay. Other things like, do you have certification? Is there a guarantee? Is when they ask, it's too late, right? Okay. Okay. Besides this, are we having fun yet? Okay.
So
Actually,
what to do like
Hmm?
so what to do like if they need proof, like what
Proof.
should we give like
Um,
so we just
when
give
they
like
ask
the
proof,
flow.
okay, once again, listening skill. What people say is they want proof. What they're actually asking is, can you show me examples where what you say has actually worked? Or can you show me
Okay.
examples like this? Can you show me previous examples where I want to know that you understand my business and you can help me to achieve what I want. So if let's say you're going to do a case study, you're going to do a case study in a business similar like them, and you have to show them why it's similar. So for example, I'm speaking with, give me a business.
Cosmetics.
Okay, at least something that I use. Okay, cosmetic, can. Let's play with that. Cosmetic business. Okay, then I'll say, now, is cosmetic business selling cosmetics or are you selling confidence? Are you
Confidence.
selling the person a better personal image? If the person tells me cosmetic, we will end the call. If IQ test you fail, then I will end the call. The better say you tell me I'm here to sell confidence or I'm here to sell better personal image. Okay, you're selling confidence. So previously, one of my clients, although it seems like they're selling computers, they're actually selling confidence. Would you like me to share how I help his customers to achieve that? Then I can share my case study. So actually, you just need one case study, which you guys already have. Yeah. If the person don't see the relation, too bad. Next. Like cosmetic and computer, the only similarity is they start with the letter C, correct? But how do you ask a question that make the prospect say, hey, I think actually I never thought of it that way. Maybe this person knows some marketing that I don't. This person, the way he think, I like how he's so creative. This type of stuff also you can tell me. It's interesting. Because nobody will talk like that. Everybody will be just answering their questions boringly. Yeah. And it takes a certain level of like competency and confidence now. Once again, human bias. When we speak with people who are confident, we assume they are competent, even though these two things are not related. Sorry, most might not be related. I can't say not. Might not be related, but this is human bias. So we can take advantage of that. Well, I think if I just go and answer all of this and show you how to think, you guys can actually already improve. So I should be billing upfront. Okay, so here, when was the last time your income increased when you were able to charge more per client? When was the last time that happened? 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years?
3 months.
3 months. That's not too bad. Okay, so what have you tried?
But that's but that's when they already know my work. You know, like they already.
Oh,
Also around
Yeah,
3
it's
months.
not in one shot. It's not in one shot. They already know me, and with the lower price, and they said that okay, this person is capable, and then that's it.
That's a different situation. What I mean is you meet the person first time, but previously, let's say you close 500, now you close 600 or 700.
Nah,
1 year,
never
2 years.
happened.
Oh, so if that's the case, then how long has this been a problem where you are able to mention the price? Now, I understand this because I think 2015, 16, 17, and 18, I'm pretty much charging the lowest price. I never raised my price before. Always is people come and offer me higher rate. So my answer is maybe 2 or 4 years. So how long was the have you had this situation? For me, my personal answer, if you ask me this question in 2018 or 2018, 2019, the answer is probably 2 or 4 years for myself. So for you, when was how long were you not able to raise prices? Or when was the last time you enroll a new client? 3 months, 6 months, 12 months?
No. Never.
Huh?
Never.
Wait. I mean, then you mean you're with the same client for over 2 years now?
Oh no. I mean, the client they would already know, but you know, like first client that I just like closing it in the high price. I never done that, you know.
No, I mean, when was
Always.
the last time you get a new client?
Oh, 2 days ago, and last week. Yeah,
Okay,
last week.
that's
Yeah.
good. But for the same price.
Yeah.
Okay. So for your situation, I'll just say 2 years you haven't raised your starting price.
Yeah.
Okay. So what have you tried before this? And you go and take any program besides HRIC?
Mm,
Any email copywriting? Any
yeah. I think what's the name? I forgot the name actually. Like copy something else. I forgot. What is it for? You are the one who suggest to me.
Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, Laura.
Laura. Oh, 8-week copywriting mentorship program or something like that.
Yeah, I think.
how much was the program? Maybe
I
Laura
forgot.
charging
500.
yeah. Maybe Laura's charging you too cheap, else you would have remembered. Because I just enrolled for actually not necessarily. I just enrolled for a $6,800 program. I don't even know the program name. Ha 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 ha. I know the influencer. Okay, after you enroll for HIC and Laura, what was the change for you that time?
I think I'm I'm more confident just to write more. That's it. Right.
Okay. This is
Because
for HIC, I assume.
you've got certifications. You know, like you already got confidence. You know, like that.
This is for HIC or for the LoRa program?
Both of them actually. Yeah,
Both.
because it's
Okay.
not long.
Okay. Fair enough. So the main thing is you feel more confident, and that's why you write more.
Yeah, that's why, because I feel like I can write more,
Okay.
so I feel confident with it.
Actually, never thought of that. So this is
Mhm.
once again, I'm hearing things that I never think of. I never think of if people are more confident, they'll write more. Okay, that's new for me. Besides writing more and more confident, what was the difference that you felt?
Mm, well, you dare to close more, because you are because your ability, then you have to well the confidence to closing more. Like
Mhm.
this is my price because
Okay.
I can write this.
This is for HIC or for both?
I think it started from Laura.
Oh, but HIC didn't do shit.
Yeah, it not because the confidence, like it's more confidence in terms of I write more, like produce more. I can
Oh, okay.
I can start to write letters more, like more good, more, have a structure, something like that.
Oh. So the HIC, the customer research, or studying the testimonials and all of that, the market sophistication, all you don't see how to apply those because that was the main thing for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I can apply that, but it's different. It's different case, like it's more like you put this, and that. But for me, I don't think this is 101. This the study.
Okay. Because
It's like when you're writing, I can see you from the back, so I know how is it where the thinking come from.
okay.
In HIC, I cannot grab where it's come from.
Shh. Did I delete that slide? I might actually deleted the slide. Ha 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 ha. Shit. I think I actually deleted that. Jokes on me. Actually, the market sophistication I use, maybe when I cover that, everybody is like, what the hell is this? Then I removed it. But I did have last time one table similar to this. Those who most of the time the business owner think they're selling to this group of people. Those who ask what's the price, or they think the best way to close the sale is to offer people discount. Most business owners think about that. Or some of them, if they are a bit better, they'll say if we show the product a bit more, we show the benefits a bit more, what is our difference compared to the other products, we can get more sales. Almost nobody talk about addressing their symptoms, the customer symptoms. Yep. So, but this is a bit not okay. Personally, for HIC, I think I benefit a lot from how to read the testimonies. That's for me. Then market sophistication. Yeah. Product aware, unaware, Eugene Schwartz model. Okay. So this is why a different same program, different people will get different takeaways. Okay. So why do you still have this problem? Okay. Basically, all of this. But on top of all of this, what needs to happen so that this problem, if we can wave a magic wand, what things do you think you need so that this won't be a problem?
I think just like to know where's the encounter good client.
Sorry.
Yes.
You were saying what just now? It got cut off. Just now it got cut off, so I didn't hear.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So what is the before?
What is the thing that if you think you have it, then you'll be able to achieve the goal? 3 clients, 4,000 each.
No, yeah. Where are they?
Oh, where?
To
No, where are
find
they?
them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once you know where to find these good clients, you have no problem. Like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to say to them and how to get them on the call. That's not a problem. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I think this is I think that's the end for today. So for today, hopefully I shared with you how to do some market research, how to conduct some interview, and when people say some things like how are we going to listen? Okay, example, if they say this, what are they actually saying? What are they actually telling us? And I think maybe the takeaway can be we shouldn't need to try so hard. We should be actively telling people no. I think this is something that we can apply. All right, thanks for coming. Then I will just take some notes here. I'll announce the program details. Probably launching in earliest is July, but probably August. It will be a group coaching program. Me and Gerald will help you guys. Uh, the main goal is to be confident in getting new clients. So you can fire if you accidentally enroll a client from hell. You can confidently fire them, knowing that you can just go out and get another new one in less than 1 month. Okay, so that's the goal. Anyway, I think that's enough time for today. Then we will meet next week. Bye bye.